I'm so excited. I don't know how. Guys, okay, I've ordered a new camera because I have absolutely no restraint whatsoever. I've ordered the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I did extensive research on what camera to get for filming because I wanted to make sure I got the right one. I considered a fair few, including the Sony ZV-1F and the Insta360 Go. From research, I found that the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 seems to be more of what I would want in a camera, so I don't know if it's here or not. I wasn't originally going to get another camera. For anyone who doesn't know, I had the GoPro Hero 9, which I did use for a while. My problem with it is that it doesn't have great focusing. I can't remember what the word for it is. It's basically like it will focus on stuff that's about 10 centimeters away from the camera, but nothing else. And so I found it quite difficult to get the kind of shots that I wanted from a vlog. I wanted a new camera, so I got rid of that. And I've been filming on my iPhone 16 Plus for now, which is great and it's fine, it works fine. But it does take up a lot of storage, and obviously filming can use a fair bit of battery on your phone, so I kind of want a actual camera for vlogging. Yeah, my camera's coming today, so I thought we could do a little unboxing when it arrives and a bit of a test vlog. So guys, it's arrived. Guys, I kid you not, it looks so good. I just need to wait for my Amazon order to come because I've ordered a micro SD card, so I can't actually film anything on it as of yet, but that is supposed to be coming within like the next hour or two. So yeah, I'm so excited. I had a look at the different gimbal modes and everything. I just need to adjust, I think, some of my settings a little bit, but I can do that when like everything else has arrived. Okay, so we're gonna do a test vlog. So I'm thinking we do a evening in my life, and so we're gonna do that as a little test to see how the DJI Pocket 3 works. I think I've set the gimbal up in a mode that I like. It is I think it's FPV mode. In terms of my settings, I've put it on 4K at 30 FPS. I've changed the exposure to -0.3, but other than that, everything else is the default settings. I'm interested to see how it works with the little microphone, so I might try that out in a bit. But yes, it's so cute. Like, when I've seen videos of it, I thought it looked fairly big, but it's not. It's actually like really little, which makes sense because it's called the Pocket 3. No, I like it. I feel like I'm going to feel a lot more comfortable vlogging with it in public compared to other devices that I've used before. So we've just had tea and I'm waiting for my sister to get out of the shower so that I can go in. But whilst I'm waiting, I'm going to play some Tomodachi Live. But I also thought I would try out the microphone. From what I've seen before, they do look quite good, so it might transform the way I film my videos. But yes, I'm going to play some Tomodachi Live. I do have some studying to get started with because I'm doing another free online course. So I have to be kind of quiet because my sister's asleep, so I'm going to see how good the mic is now, especially. I didn't get to study. Basically, I was a dumb bitch and didn't charge my MacBook, so I can't actually study because all my notes are going on my iPad, so I can't use my iPad as like the screen that I have all my study information on. I don't take notes very well that way, so love that for me. I played a bit of Stardew Valley and I've made another profile on my Switch just so I could have a second Tomodachi Life island, and so I'm adding new characters to it. It is going to be heavily inspired by like Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing characters, so I did just want to share some initial thoughts on the camera. I've been filming on it this evening and I really like it. I've heard people say some stuff about it that made me a little bit unsure when I was like trying to pick a camera, such as like the screen can be a bit funny, like it'll get stuck and it'll break, and the gimbal's really fragile, and I completely get all of them. I make sure I turn on my DJI before flipping the screen, and I make sure I do flip the screen gently and slowly. I also make sure I put my DJI back into the protective case as soon as I finish using it, because I don't want to break it. It does feel fairly fragile, so I kind of get what people are saying. In terms of like quality and everything though, really like it. The battery has also been really good. When I first opened it, it had like 40%, and I managed to film up until after I had my tea before having to connect the battery, like the extra battery pack that came with it, which is currently on charge, because it gave the camera from about 24% back to about 50%. So no, it did good, but it ran out of charge because, again, the power bank didn't have an awful lot of charge in it when that came either. But my camera's now fully charged and the power bank is charging, so I would say battery wise this is already better than my GoPro. My GoPro used to die so quick, and the difference with the GoPro is that unless you were like putting it on charge, carrying around an extra battery was a pain in the arse. So having like a power bank that basically connects to the camera and acts as like an extender a little bit, because the actual extender for the camera is this. So this is like the actual extender that goes on, and it's so that you can like connect the tripod to it. It's quite short, which isn't a bad thing. I like the fact that it's quite small. I wouldn't say it's a camera for like shy vloggers, but I would definitely feel more comfortable pulling it out than my phone, because my phone is actually bigger than the camera. So yeah, I'd feel a bit more comfortable pulling this out. I do like the fact that the battery pack, even though obviously the main purpose is to top the charge up on the DJI, I do think it acts as like a good extender as well because it's a little bit longer. I also like the mini mics. I've never used a mic in my video before. Like in my videos before, it's always been the internal mic, and I think for the most part the internal mic will be easier, but for when I want to sit down and just yap like I'm doing now, I feel like these microphones are really fun. So but yeah, that was my initial review. I'm having to be quiet because my sister's asleep, so this really comes in handy. I was talking to my cousin the other day because we somehow got onto the conversation of our skin. I don't know how. And we were talking and I was saying I get really sad sometimes because I have a lot of nice makeup and I feel good when I wear makeup. However, it doesn't matter what makeup brands I use, my skin breaks out, and I'm going through like a breakout now. This has always been like my problem area. I get a lot of redness and a lot of spots. Like it's basically like really bad acne just confined to this one area, and it is painful. And at the minute it looks fairly calm, but every time I wear makeup and then wipe it off, this flares up the next day. So it's kind of like it doesn't matter what makeup I use, it doesn't matter the skincare I use after wearing makeup either, it just breaks my skin out. So I think I have to accept the fact that I am gonna have to be a no makeup girly for the rest of my life. Which, to be honest, I am quite lazy, as you can probably tell by the mess behind me. I kind of can't be arsed to put makeup on most days anyway, so it's not the biggest deal, it's not the end of the world, but it's not fun when I've got makeup that I really like, some of which was fairly expensive, and I want to wear it. Anyway. just realised I was going to dye my hair. I didn't do it. It's fine, I guess that's a job for this weekend. For any girlies who are like mid-20s, early 20s and you've started with grey hair, don't worry boos, I got you. I have a couple of grey hairs like around here. Yeah, not fun, but it is what it is. I was dyeing my hair before I had grey hairs anyway, so that's not the reason I'm dyeing it, but...